Most people think JJK will end in the Culling game, but little did they know that we still need to be served the main dish and the dessert. The Culling game was only the starter of the 3-course meal, so we can easily say that JJK will not end in the Culling game. There's 3 more major events that will unfold and has already been hinted in the manga. In this video, we will share all the facts and hints we've gathered from past panels where Gege foreshadowed upcoming events. We'll lay it all out so you can be mentally prepared for the madness that is about to unfold. The first one is the Tengen merger. Most people are still asking if the merger will happen, and the thing is, the whole series revolves around the merger. It has no option but to happen. If you have watched the series and read the manga from the start, you will realize that everything in the series connects back to Tengen. Kenjaku created Yuji for the merger. Sukuna was reincarnated because of the merger. Gojo's 6 eyes are linked to Tengen, and his removal was needed for the merger to happen. Koji was required to remove the star plasma, allowing the merger to happen. Mahito was needed for the Culling games, which is related to the merger. All these characters are insanely important for the merger to take place. Without Toji, the Tengen merger would have been cancelled. Culling game would not have happened, and Sukuna would not have appeared in the series as there's no point for Sukuna to be around. Sukuna's primary role is to merge humanity with Tengen, pass on his CT to Yuji, so Yuji can expand his arsenal in preparation for the Tengen beast. So the question is not if the merger will happen, we should ask when it will happen. Let's be real, the Culling game is dragging on because Sukuna is taking his sweet time killing people. This game would have been over ages ago if he had just gone all out from the start. If you've read the manga, you probably remember that panel where Kenjaku said everyone must die for the Culling game to end. That means everyone has to say their goodbyes soon. Yuji might be an exception, or he might not be. We still don't know precisely what Gege meant by everyone, but we know that everyone has to die except for Sukuna and Megumi for the Tengen merger to happen. After everyone dies, we can expect the merger to begin where we will witness Sukuna merge humanity with Tengen once everyone inside the barriers of the Culling game is dead. The humanity Gege is talking about is most likely the people outside the barriers of the Culling game. Outside this barrier, we will find many people, including Yuji's classmates, waiting. We can expect that Sukuna will merge Tengen with them. One of the panels also states that a curse has fallen on everyone in Japan, which might be Gege hinting that all 124 million people will merge with Tengen. That's pure madness right there. Merging Tengen with humans might seem like no big deal at first, but if you've read the manga, you know that merging Tengen with humans will cause Tengen to turn into a dangerous beast, or in other words, an all-powerful cursed spirit. This transformation happens because of the cursed energy within humans. We know that in JJK, humans generate negative emotions which create cursed energy. Merging humans with Tengen will cause Tengen, who is already a more cursed spirit, to become an even more powerful cursed spirit, thanks to the CE levels found in humans. On top of that, Tengen is immortal, so we can assume he becomes mortal after merging with human beings, allowing him to die through exorcism like all cursed spirits. Kenjaku is a genius. He knows that the only way to kill Tengen is to merge him with humans. Tengen is by nature immortal, so it makes sense that merging him with humans will turn him into a mortal being and can then be easily exorcised. So the question most people are asking is, who will kill Tengen? Good question, because we know that Sukuna is the guy who creates the chaos by merging Tengen and humanity. This merging will result in an all-powerful cursed spirit that will be a danger to the whole world, not only Japan. So if Sukuna is the creator of the chaos, it makes absolute sense that Yuji will be the one who creates the opposite of chaos, and that is order. You see, Kenjaku is trying to create chaos, and like all scientists, they understand that through chaos comes order. So technically, we can say that Kenjaku is trying to create order in the world through chaos, as they are both intertwined. It makes sense that if Sukuna and Yuji are opposites, then Yuji will be the one to create the opposite of chaos, and that is order. No way will Sukuna create order because the guy loves destruction. The only way for order to come is for Yuji to kill the Tengen beast. I don't know about you, but one thing I do know is that this will be the most challenging task for Yuji. The fact that the beast is half human and half Tengen means Yuji will have to kill both humans and Tengen. As the main character, it's likely Yuji will be the one to face this beast. On top of that, the Tengen beast may have its own cursed technique, just like Mahito, Jogo, and Hanami. Yuji won't be fighting a massive blob of cursed energy, but an actual beast who is the enemy of humanity, and will definitely be insanely powerful. The beast having its own CT will mean it's the end of the world for everybody, not only Japan, but also the whole of humanity. The next big event that will unfold after Tengen's death is the emergence of the new world. Just to make it clear for you all, the old world is where Tengen still exists, so his death will create the opposite of the old world, which is the new world. After Tengen is gone, expect a new world to unfold, a world that will be so different to what we see now, something Kenjaku was obsessed with. Kenjaku was obsessed with Tengen because he knew that removing Tengen would create a new world for humans. Killing Tengen allows humans to progress to the next stage of humanity. We have all seen the panel where Kenjaku stated that he believes humanity's next stage is to optimize cursed energy. For most readers, it will sound like Kenjaku is going crazy when he wants to optimize cursed energy, as optimizing cursed energy will only make curses stronger and also sorcerers, and it will only create more chaos in Japan. The thing is, if you have some basic understanding understanding of the laws of nature, or in other words, laws of physics, you will learn that through chaos comes order. Kenjaku aims to create chaos, and through this he will create order in Japan. Kenjaku knew that Tengen was the cause of all the crazy curses in Japan. Tengen around allowed Japan to have strong sorcerers, but also strong curses like Mahito. We can say that Tengen is basically a double-edged sword. We still do not know if Tengen is good or bad, but Kenjaku once stated that trusting Tengen was the worst thing sorcerers have done. It might sound like Kenjaku is exaggerating, but let's not forget that Kenjaku knows Tengen better than anyone else. They both lived for 1,000 years. So Tengen may not be as good as we think she is. Something important to add is that Tengen is the most powerful barrier user among all Jujutsu sorcerers. These barriers function to optimize cursed energy as well as suppress all cursed spirits within Japan. That is why strong sorcerers and curses can only be found in Japan, and we can say it's all thanks to Tengen's barrier. The thing is, if Yuji kills Tengen after the merger, we can expect Tengen's barrier to disappear. The disappearance of the Tengen barrier will lead to a decrease in cursed energy. If Tengen's barrier's main function is optimization of cursed energy, then it makes sense that the opposite will happen when Tengen is gone. This will lead to curses and sorcerers becoming weaker than ever, as the very thing that increased their CE has disappeared, and that is Tengen's barrier. It sounds like bad news, but it's actually good news. I say this because Japan won't have the issues it used to have. Issues like Mahito or Hanami. These curses only exist in Japan. So removing the Tengen barrier alongside destroying Tengen will mean that none of these overpowered curses will exist, allowing for Japan to have more order and peace and less chaos between both curses, humans and sorcerers. That's the second major event that's going to happen. Something to add is that Tengen is a star god, and merging him with the whole of Japan will make him a powerful god ready to destroy humanity. Tengen herself stated that she will become the enemy of humanity, and she is not lying. One thing we know is that the merger will be one of the greatest events to exist in anime history. For the final event that most people have given up on and never stopped doubting about is Gojo's comeback. Many people are skeptical about Gojo's comeback, but there's no need to be because Gege has foreshadowed Gojo's return multiple times. No other character has been foreshadowed as extensively as Gojo. The most recent foreshadowing was the Ghost Gojo, where we see him with one eye. The real reason why Gojo's comeback is 100% certain after the Tengen merger is that Gojo and Tengen cannot coexist. If Gojo and Tengen were in the same place, it would mean the end of the Tengen merger, and everything Kenjaku has worked on for the past 1,000 years. This goes against the entire storyline. So everyone hoping for Gojo's return during the Culling game needs to understand that bringing him back now would ruin the whole story. Gojo coming back in the New World has been foreshadowed multiple times. One notable instance is before Gojo was sealed, when Kenjaku tells Gojo that he will see him in the New World. Kenjaku's main aim was for Gojo to return after Tengen was dead and the New World was created. However, Gege, being intelligent, knew that Gojo coming back after the Tengen merger while still alive would mean he still has his 6 eyes. The only way for Gojo to lose his 6 eyes is by dying during the Culling game against Sukuna and then returning through some binding vow. This gives Gojo a reason to sacrifice his 6 eyes for a new life. The reason why Gojo's 6 eyes cannot exist in the New World is that Tengen is no longer around. The whole point of the 6 eyes was to aid in merging Tengen and the Star Plasma Vessel. From the manga, we learn that Tengen, 6 eyes, and the Star Plasma Vessel are connected by fate. So if one is gone, the others must also disappear. With Tengen gone, there will be no more Star Plasma Vessel and no more 6 eyes. It makes absolute sense why Gojo will come back after Tengen is gone and not before the Tengen merger. A final thing to add is that Gojo won't be the only one making sacrifices. We can expect Yuta to sacrifice Rika and Nobara to sacrifice her CT. Many people think Nobara is out of the picture, but we've never seen her at the airport or anywhere in the Soul World. This hints that she may in fact return in the New World. We'll keep it as a theory for now, but Nobara is likely to be back without her CT. Everyone who is in the Culling game right now and has died, except for Choso and Kashimo, will come back. These people include Yuta, who is expected to die soon, Higuruma, Kusakabe, and anyone else who dies after him. Most people expect Yuji to die with everyone else, and is likely to happen. Yuji must also sacrifice something, which may be Sukuna, as Yuji's CT is essentially Sukuna. It's still a theory, but Sukuna, who is now an evil character, may learn love from Yuji and decide to sacrifice himself for Yuji. It can go either way, and both are strong possibilities. Only one person may not go through a binding vow, and that may be Megumi. Megumi has already lost everything from his CT, including the 10 shadows, to his sister, so he might be the last one standing while everyone else dies and goes through binding vow sacrifices. This part is still a theory since we need more confirmation, but it aligns with Gege's statement in an interview when he said everyone will die except for one. We all know that the Culling game is a crazy arc, but it's nowhere near as insane as the Tengen merger and the New World. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's going to be incredible. Everything I've shared in this video is based on facts and hints already stated in the manga. Feel free to share any additional information or even ideas that you have about the Tengen merger. It will benefit everyone. See you in the next video.